welcome everyone to this really beautiful, short, but super powerful meditation that has dropped back into my life after many, many years. I share this after reading some content in a book by Dr. Joe Vitale, and it reminded me that I was unconsciously trying to help someone, but with the recognition that, of course, the only thing that I can do is myself. The only person that I can heal is myself. The only thing that I can change is myself. Now, in his book, and I'll put the link down in the comments, I think it's a fantastic book, so thank you, Dr. Joe. He shares this story of a mental hospital in Hawaii, and these patients were criminally and mentally ill in this hospital, and countless clinicians and psychologists and therapists continued to roll through this hospital. However, none of them were able to stay, the staff were unable to stay, and the patients carried a lot of anger and resentment, and anyone who even visited had to walk down the edge of the hospital so they weren't injured or spat at or hurt. And they got in contact with a therapist that agreed to do some work in this hospital in Hawaii. And he said, I will agree to help so long as I do it on my terms. And as he went into this hospital, he assigned himself to a room and he had the patient's records. Now, he did not see one of these mentally ill humans. However, he sat with their records and he did the work on himself by saying 4 words. Now, over the months that passed whilst he was there, the staff began to stay. The energy in the hospital changed as this gentleman and therapist went through these 4 words, and he felt everything within himself. He felt pain and trauma and suffering and forgiveness. And by the time that 6 months rolled around, not only had the inmates found freedom in being unshackled and unheld down, but they were able to leave every now and then and communicate with others, until by the end of the term that the therapist was there, all of the inmates had actually left the hospital and the place closed down. Now, this therapist did not see one of these people in the hospital, but energetically he felt these 4 phrases within himself. And as he looked at their records, he said the words to himself, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what unconsciously I've taken on board without me knowing that is causing these actions, behaviors, dialogue, right, and addictions. Please forgive me for not knowing that I was choosing these things due to beliefs that I had given power to that had stemmed from thoughts that were not my own. Thank you. Thank you for bringing this to my energy and my attention so that I can now do something about it. And I love you. I love you. I love you. These words and this meditation stems from the ancient practices of a Hawaiian meditation called oponopono. And this is what I want to share with you right now. If we find that we are holding on to guilt or blame or resentment or shame, and we're finding maybe we're trying to fix or amend another person, and it's taking energy and attention out of ourselves, bring it to the understanding that we can't fix or change another person, but what we can do is change ourselves. And by feeling this meditation in ourselves and releasing that, forgiving ourselves, we are actually sharing this to that other person to give them permission to forgive themselves. So we're going to be here for just a couple of minutes, just a really short meditation today. I invite you to sit in a seated position, or of course, if you want to lie down, please take that. Take a beautiful deep breath in And on your exhale, open your mouth and surrender to these words as you repeat them to yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Each time you do this, let your body soften and surrender more. Let go of that resistance, the tensions, the fight, and let yourself feel, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Now sit for a minute or two just with this feeling. This beautiful release of letting go yourself. The opportunity to receive forgiveness for the things we didn't know that we're unconsciously holding on. Let these words sit in your heart and let your heart space be open. And may you receive what it is that you need to receive, not only for yourself, but also for others around you. So not only you can access this healing, but they can also feel the same. One last time, repeating this to yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Place your hands on your heart. Feel this love literally just bursting out of your soul. Allowing yourself to receive forgiveness for the things we didn't know. When we can allow ourselves to fill our cup, to let go of the things we don't need, this is our best opportunity to help, to pass on knowledge, and to be a light for every single person around us. By you offering yourself love and self-compassion and releasing the things that we've held on to that are unnecessary, you then give a permission for another person to feel the same. Bring your thumbs just to your third eye, the place of your prefrontal cortex, the space where we can choose, make good decisions, and lean into this new space of our higher self. From my heart to yours, namaste. I really hope you can get something from that. I get goosebumps every time I do this meditation. I really feel it. It's a really powerful one because there's always something that we might be unconsciously holding on to. Guilt, shame, blame, resentment. It doesn't do us any favors, and I guarantee you we've held on to it long enough. So let me know how you go in this meditation. Let me know how it feels for you. It's a really, really beautiful ancient meditation that I am so grateful it has come back into my life. Much love, everyone.